from everyone here at 2K. Thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Berry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Now, Washington starting five. They've got Chris Middleton, George out there with Sarr. Then it's Jordan Poole, and it's Coulibaly in at the shooting guard. And for New York, they've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. We know NBA games aren't played on paper, but if they were, this game wouldn't be close, Brett.
You're right, BA, but we're not doing this. We're out here on the court, and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are, can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
Middleton from the outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And Brunson, here we go, uses the glass on the layup.
What a good burst from Brunson just to get by the initial defense.
The Wizards on offense. Poole with the ball. Yep, that one goes.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And a fast break now for the Wizards.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. A big topic of conversation, Chris Middleton. Coach said Middleton is an incredible shooter. He said we cannot let him get comfortable. Shoot it directly off passes. Our goal, run Chris off that three-point line. Chris Middleton, hard to stop. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. All right, Graham, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname, the Pool Party?
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Poole for three. Again, the miss by Poole. New York has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc to the inside. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, amazing.
Man. Electric. Bridges getting the fans on their feet with that dunk.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Middleton outside, looking to end the run. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Brunson outside. Counted from distance. Brunson's got 5.
How about the response from Brunson, nailing 3 of his own?
Here's Poole. The Knicks pull it in.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that. And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. The Wizards making a switch here. Champagne's checked in.
Wizard substitution, number 9, Justin Champagnie.
Here's Coulibaly. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. That'll put Bilal Coulibaly on the line. That's on Mikal Bridges. Washington shooting their first free throw of the contest. The Knicks making a switch here. McBride's checked in. Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
Blocked! Poole against Hart. Here's Champagnie. Knocks down the long J.
When you can score the ball and the defense makes adjustments your way to do that, Poole has to take advantage like that.
Brunson on the drive. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And that one's good. Koulibaly. Koulibaly's got 5.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
It's Bridges on the wing. Here's Robinson, and a big finish by Robinson.
Well, sometimes it's like a patient that's struggling to breathe. You just got to keep the play alive, and Robinson able to do that there.
Here's Poole.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Hits the trifecta.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
Pass to Champagnie. And it's blocked. Here's McBride. And again, New York with the triple. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out the score.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And some changes here for New York. Shamet, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Payne is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Wizards trail by 14. Poole, the pass to Champagnie. No good. Unable to win this run. Champagnie's gone 1 for 3 on the night. And here's Payne outside. And again, New York with the triple.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the basket by Shamet.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
New York leading by 19. Here's Achua, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
New York shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
At the line, 2 shots.
That one's off. The Wizards making a switch here. He hits the second from the line. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Brogdon to stop the drought. That shot missing. And so it's New York ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back after this word. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
And so in the game for Washington, we've got Malcolm Brogdon, also Marcus Smart out there, George out there with Corey Kispert, and it's Champagnie at the 4 slot. Payne finds Anunoby over Kispert, hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Anunoby's got 5 now.
I like to see Payne just move the ball like that.
17.
Here's Smart. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973, so as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
Falls for Smart. Well, Brent, since 1980, the Wizards have had home court advantage in the playoffs just one time.
BA, do you want to have anything that you want to share that's positive about the Wizards? I mean, this team has not made it out of the second round in that span, so hard to envision that happening anytime soon. We got a long way to go.
Mikal Bridges checked in for New York. Brunson comes in for Payne. Towns, right side. Good on the shot. Towns has got his second basket.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Pass to Kispert. Clock at 6. And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks leading by 20. And here's Bridges. 7 points in the game. Down low. Here's Hart. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Can't let someone like Hart get inside the D just asking to get burned.
Timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants to review the game plan.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Holmes, he's checked in for Washington.
Number 22, Rashawn Holmes.
Brogdon against Brunson. The Wizards with another miss. New York leading by 22. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature play. And forward Nicholas Batum said growing up, you have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, my body told me, no more, bro.
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Allie, thanks. Offensive rebound, Hart. An easy 2 on the layup. Hart's got 4 points this quarter.
Picking up the pieces, Hart acts fast and saves that play.
Now here's Smart. Here's Brogdon. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Brunson passes to Towns. Back to Brunson. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translated.
Smart for 3, and he buries his first look.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, low scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
The speed of Smart's drive is really something. I mean, he is cooking them right now.
3-pointer, Bridges. It's rebounded by Washington. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. And it's Smart missing.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Kept alive. Bridges outside. From outside the arc. Sinks the tray. Bridges has got 10.
Bridges finding his spot, and his team finds him with the ball. Good mechanics there, too.
26.
Smart against Bridges. And it's Smart missing. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. Towns for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Oh, the big man is smooth from range. Have to put a man on Towns, that's for sure.
Here's Smart. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Washington. Sars checked in for Holmes. Middleton comes in for Champagny. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Kispert. And it's Poole in for Malcolm Brogdon. A minute 31 left to play in the half. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Anunoby for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. Outside Koulibaly. Back to Poole. Middleton with a screen on Brunson. Poole's got room. And again, Washington, no good. And the Knicks shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a tear. And it's powered home by Towns.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
Middleton passes to Sarr. Off the window, it's good.
Assist from
41 seconds left in the first half of this one. Here's Brunson. It's deflected. Left side, Koulibaly. That one falls. Koulibaly's got 7 points.
And another area where Poole continues to work has just become a much more effective passer.
Hart with a screen on Poole. Here's Brunson using his post moves to get the 2 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Now Bridges. The 3. Oh, what an incredible end to the quarter. Wow.
Incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly. Woo.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
And so it's the New York Knicks with zero pressure as they hold on to a 35-point advantage. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Coach, the offense is flowing. What will be your message to the team at halftime?
Just keep attacking, make the extra pass, get their size out of the lane, hit the open man.
Thanks, Coach. Guys, got to keep being unselfish out there.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And for the Knicks, they're shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a tear. We've got Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Towns in at the center position. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. And it's Washington with the ball. The Knicks making their last shot. Middleton, no good. With the Bradley Beal trade, Washington made it clear they were going in a new direction, Brent.
Yeah, it felt like the Wizards were stuck in the Delaware just a little bit. They won 34 or 35 games for 3 straight seasons, and trading away Bradley Beal was an admittance to, hey, we've got to start over. We've got to do something to get some younger players in here on the roster and give us some flexibility. The future is now for the Washington Wizards. Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Right at the free throw line. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Brunson. Bridges has got 12.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Middleton from the outside. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
And that's what Middleton is known for, a remarkable outside shooter, and that release got off pretty quick.
To the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. From the arc. Drains the triple. 15 points in the game.
And it's always great to see Towns in the zone, bringing a ton of energy to his offensive game.
Here's Koulibaly. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Outside Hart. Over George. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
It's Poole the drive. And that comes off the assist by Middleton.
Yeah, I don't think that's at the top of the menu of shots that Jordan Poole likes to take, but he can knock it down with touch.
They set a pick. And he lobs it up top. Hammers the
flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. And we talk about guys who can really guard 1 through 5. OG Anunoby is one of them, Brent.
Yeah, OG can make your night a living nightmare the way he can guard. He chases around shooters. He's physical enough to deal with wings who like to play in the mid-range, and he's relentless on the defensive end of the floor.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
And New York has possession. Brunson taking his time here. On the break. Here's Sarr. And that one is hammered home.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Now here's Brunson. 17 points in the game. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
Taking his shot, and Towns doesn't think, he just acts.
85-48.
Koulibaly with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Pass to Poole. This one for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Anunoby's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's Brunson from the arc. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
88-48.
Here's Koulibaly. Oh, and Towns with the block. They retain possession. George's shot is off.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
Towns passes to Anunoby. Over Middleton. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist from Towns. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
A new lineup here for New York. Champagny, he's checked in for Washington. Marcus Smart comes in for Koulibaly.
And really showing the athleticism, flying solo.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Washington has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Champagny. Sinks it from distance. Champagny's got 8.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Here's Robinson. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
Well, I think the defense was just okay on that play. Mitchell Robinson better.
George outside. Jacks up a 3. And again, Washington with a triple. New York has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. To the paint. Here's Payne. Lays it up and banks it in. 5 points in the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, they'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
With 2 seconds left. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And so it's New York destroying the competition as they end the quarter with a colossal 40-point lead. And though there's time left, they don't look like they're about to give up this huge lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for Washington, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Kispert, and it's Vucevic in at the 5.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Pass to Kolek. Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range. Kolek's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And it's Brogdon with the ball for Washington. With the floater, Porty grabs the board. Brogdon's gone 1 of 5 from the field. Right, the pass to Beauchamp. Outside Tucker. And again, New York with the triple.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Vucevic, good.
The size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
Here's Kolek, guarded by Brogdon. Here's Wright. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Wright's got his first bucket in this one.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
And here's New York now. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Got it.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Here's Kolek. Fires high post, and they pick up 2.
Nice job to recognize the lack of D in that medium range area.
110-60.
Here's Brogdon. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Brogdon. Just 5 on the clock. Again, Brogdon missing.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Tucker with the ball. It's Wright on the wing. The 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. Kispert outside. Pass to Vucevic. Right side, Brogdon. Puts up a 3. And the three-pointer goes. Brogdon's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hard to guess what Brogdon is going to do, but I love the control he plays with, especially in the screen and roll game.
Right with the bucket.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Middleton is checked in for Vucevic.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Brogdon. And a miss there off the inbound.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And the basket by Shaman.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Now here's Robinson. Right wing. Here's Beauchamp. And again, New York with the triple.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
Knicks lead.
Here's Brogdon. True on the 14-footer. A minute 37 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Beauchamp. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Knicks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And what a huge performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
Robinson's defense is always a factor, Brent, and lately he's done a better job of staying on the floor.
Yeah, BA, fouls have been an issue for Robinson, but the thing that he really needs to learn is it's not about blocking shots, it's about being in great position with your body and being more of a deterrent so he can stay on the floor to be more impactful. A lot of people like Mitchell Robinson because he does what he's told to do, and that is stay in the lane. It's where he does a lot of damage, both defensively and offensively.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Achua's checked in for New York.
Number 5, Precious Achua.
55 seconds left in the fourth. It's George on the wing. Here's Coulibaly. Washington again can't hit. And the Knicks with possession. Achua for three. Doesn't go for him. George with it, and it's Payne picking him up. Sarr. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Sarr misses. Outside McBride. The open J off the mark.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
I mean, we played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive, it was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We could see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.